Hi everyone. Okay, this is a tutorial on Master Builder. Yeah, almighty, and yeah. So we're gonna go through each mode and each setting here, so we can check the differences. So by default, on the first mode, we have accelerator on tilt. Okay, which is this tilt is when we change it from here, and on this case is on the z-axis, which is this is sig. Then you go like that. Okay. If let's say we change it to y, right? To the y-axis. So we go into 1, we compile, and we upload. Okay. So now it's writing. You see this? Verifying. Okay, we're gonna go. Ready to go. And so we change it to the y-axis, which is going to be like this. So pretty much you go from this position to the other one on the 90 degrees. Okay, that's one. Sensitivity, I figured out that, well, in this case obviously this is totally not related with the accelerometer settings, but the way that this value interacts with each mode. Okay, so it's not going to be always the same for each mode. In this case, if we're going from primes A to B we're doing strobe, 100 is a really good number. Okay, this is one of the cases where this is not going to change too much, but then we're going to see a heartbeat and probably on pulse. There's a huge difference when you change this value. Okay, we'll see that later. Okay, that's accelerator, and we can jump to primes. Strobe prime, strobe and trace prime. Yeah, you can make every single mode that, classic modes with these two. And then the value is going to be, the first value is the on value, which is in this case 5 milliseconds. The off value is going to be this one. And then we have another 3 settings that on strobe, as you can see, they're not gonna do anything. That's pretty much we're not using this. And this is virtual preview, so you can check the modes while you're programming. Now, this option, it's something that I changed on the last minute, because there was a couple of modes that if you change, like if let's say if I do this, okay, 500, which is half second, it's gonna be really annoying how to check the colors on every half second. So you're not really going to be very happy with the way you try to program the lights. So when you do values like this, yeah, it's a good idea to disable the virtual preview, so you can see just the color. Okay. Yeah, so apparently I delete one file, so I have to do this little part again. So what I was saying in that part of the video is that Yeah, it's really annoying to do a virtual preview with settings like this, where you have half seconds. So if we disable virtual preview and we compile this, you'll see the difference. Okay, let me program it right now. Okay, so that's the mode, okay, that we're modifying. And without virtual preview, you just have, you know, colors, and so you can just check the colors. And I'm going to check this thing, and now I have a preview, but that's after you select the color. So you still have a preview, but you don't have a preview every time you're changing color. That actually is really cool for different modes. But so I edit this part, and I see you in the past. So let me actually change a couple of things just to make a better demo here. So the blank, which this is gonna be your trace right here. Let's make 35 so it's noticeable, and let's make a 3 here. Oh, 4. 3, 4. So we have virtual preview. Okay, now yeah, we're ready to go. It's done compiling. Okay, now we're gonna write. Okay, so oh, and let's finish here, and let's open the serial monitor so we can check what's going on. And so let me edit this. And so remember that your first color is going to be your tracer, right? So I include a couple of very dim colors that you don't have to do shades on it. And if you want to keep trying with different colors, but these are really good colors, check it out. You have only 6 out of 255 on the value, so it's very dim. That's a ghost blue, then we have the ghost green, and the ghost red is weird but looks like a pinkish. Anyway, what else? Okay, so we're gonna save that. That's gonna be your tracer. Okay, and so we're gonna click and keep doing colors. So now you see you have a red and the trace on red, and so on. Okay, hold on, let me just click. It's too bright to see it. This is a good opportunity to make a new color palette for videos. Think about it. And okay, well, we're gonna choose that one, and we're gonna shade it in this case. It's too bright, and now it's too dim. I don't like it, so we're gonna delete it. Whatever, orange, and there you go, shade 2. That's better. Okay, so yeah, that's yeah, the frame rate, the frame rate is not right on the camera, but it's cutting off. But it's a continue trace here. Okay, so we're gonna save it, and let's jump to the next one. So the next one is gonna be Morph. Morph is pretty much straightforward. Whatever color you program is gonna jump to the next it's gonna make an average and make that jump on colors. So the values on Morph, these two, they're pretty much the same. You have an extra value here, which is going to be the long blank time. Okay, that's if you want to, at the end of the morph, you want to keep a big space, you add it here. Okay, so it's a half second after, you know, you have 3 colors or whatever, you're gonna jump those 3 colors and doing morph between those 3 colors. You can add a big space here at the end. That's, I don't know, you can play with that. The second one, nothing. Okay, so it's only one. And again, you have the virtual preview. This is another case where, depending, you know, the setting, you might want it or not. But this is a really good one for let me go here and change on 5. Start playing with the virtual preview and morph, and you'll figure out why. Okay, now we're going to do pulse. We have a lot of settings here. I think it's pretty much full house here. The pulse is, yeah, this is the same, you know, on and off. Now, the first value right here, an extra value, is going to be, sorry, here, random. Is 1 or 0. This is going to be yes or no. So in this case, it's going to be, let's do yes. And the next value is from 1 to 32,000. I would say a good value is 1,000, which is 1 second. Okay, and virtual preview. This is one of the cases that you don't want a virtual preview in this. Okay, so let's do that one. And let me see once again. Sorry for the camera settings. I need to really check those settings. But okay, I have a problem. Hold on, what happened? It's weird because it's actually, that's right, it actually uploads. Yeah, okay, I don't know what's that error message. And as you can see, the random is going from, I would say, half second to 1 second. There is a one setting that is not available for you guys, but if you go to the code, you can modify it, and that's you know, what's the difference between maximum and minimum on the randomness, and we're just changing one value out of that. So yeah, so we're going from, I would say, half second to 1 second. Okay, and if you go to edit this mode, yeah, you're not gonna have the random. Okay, on the preview, it's gonna be really annoying trying to check the color. But yeah, when you go back to this section right here, you can actually preview the mode, and then you click again and you go to the colors. Okay, and you can keep changing colors. Okay, and again, you have another live preview after this, and yeah, you can save it and you go. Okay, so I guess that was that. And now we're going to triple rainbow. Yay! Triple rainbow is really cool. So that will be 5. Okay, 5. I'm going to keep these values. I'm really. And so this is where you set your triple rainbow. If you do one rainbow, let's go to this number first. I'm sorry. The second value is going to be how many colors on the rainbow you have. Okay, so it's going to jump, and it's going to be the whole spectrum. We have no really control on the colors right here, but we have a control of how long the cycle goes. Okay, so in this case, if I do low value, let's say 25 colors, it's gonna be a really fast change. Okay, and usually you keep it over 500 and it's gonna be like a really cool rainbow morphing. And the other value, so at this point you have one triple rainbow, but if you make another rainbow, is basically is going to change. So one rainbow you have RGB. On the second rainbow you're going to have the values of red as the first rainbow, and then you're going to switch the green and the blue. So it's going to be similar but not the same. That makes sense. And if you do 3 rainbows, it's going to be the same thing. You have but everything's going to be scrambled. So the red is going to be green, and the green is going to be blue, and the blue is going to be red, I think, if I didn't get lost. Usually, I think triple rainbow is cool, but I don't know. I think I like the double rainbow and the single rainbow. Double rainbow all the way. Okay, so let's do that. And again, this is one thing. When you edit this rainbow, there's nothing to change, and I would just say go and save it. I don't have anything to stop you from programming things, but it's not going to change anything. Okay, the next one is going to be Harvik, which actually is Harvik BPM. I didn't change that name, but that's what it is. And probably the only biggest value that you're going to change is the BPM, the actual BPM. And this is pretty much it with this mode. And so the last one we're gonna check here is sandbox. I wouldn't say that this is for future use. Like right now we're using it, so it's not really so future thing. But let me try to find it and try to remember. Okay, it's gonna be here on the primes, and at the end we have the sandbox. So this is more advanced, I guess, and I promise I'm gonna make a tutorial out of this, but there is a lot of things that you can do here. And actually, like sandbox number 3, you'll figure out what sandbox number 3 was before actually it was released. And anyway, I'm not gonna make any comment. You can play a lot. We're gonna do some tutorials here, but sandbox is gonna be your playground pretty much, and there's a lot of people who wants to play here, and this is the place pretty much on the sandbox. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, I'll try to keep it shorter next time. Thank you for watching.